Last lesson we touched upon this chord. This is a C chord. We can do two things there. That makes it a C6, and if I move those two up, it makes it a C major 7. I'll stick on that one. They both sound good and they both work. You could alternate them. I might inadvertently go to that one next time around. Okay. In the other hand, this for the first time is a two-handed chord because we've been doing one hand and either soloing or accompanying up to now. But here I put in other notes, so I made a bigger chord. That's a jazz chord voicing for C6, or the option of C7. This is simply the three notes in the chord of C, the triad of C as we call it. And I've taken the top two and put them underneath. Okay, now unlike the other chords, this isn't a pair. This happens once in the cycle that we played. It then does go to a pair, and this pair is unique to the song in that it's what's known as a turnaround. So when we finally finish our song, that chord of C that we're learning will be the end, or the end of a verse, but it'll be the end of a section or an entire tune. A turnaround means it leads you back to the beginning again. So whenever you listen to a jazz track, the solos are going round in circles. It keeps repeating, coming back on itself. So these again look very complicated, but that's only because they're two-handed. It's, if you like, we've got two chords to learn, one in each hand. And this is a form of E minor chord going to an A7 chord. And that's going to lead us back to our... Okay, so, and now we've got to the point where everything you heard at the beginning of the first lesson, we've now heard all the chords. So we're about to learn these remaining ones. G, B flat, D, F sharp. Left hand. The top two are going to stay the same. The middle two, this one comes up a semitone and this one comes down a semitone. So there's that sort of movement going on. So you have that, and then the middle two alter. So if I take the middle two alone, that's what's happening in the middle of the hand, while the lowest and highest stay the same. So there's an E minor chord of sorts. I say that because there's a few different sorts. I'll come on to the details some other time. It's the shape we're after now. Okay, so take your time getting that. When you've got that with the first one, you're going to play G, B flat and E. And they form that nice big sounding chords. Okay? G, B flat, D, F sharp in one hand, G, B flat. Notice the first two are the same, but with an E at the top. Just strengthens the chord. What it does then is this top finger stays the same and it plays these three when I do the other move. So we've got a different chord here now, G, B, C sharp, F, with those. So this is an act of patience, getting that chord and that one. So I'm devoting most of a lesson to it for that reason, really, get you lots of hearings and looks at it, and dwelling on it to emphasise its importance. Turnarounds are fantastic in jazz, we want to know lots of them. So the first chord, left hand, G, B flat, D, F sharp. The second chord, G, B natural, C sharp. So remember the middle two are the only movers there, these stay the same. And in this hand the top note's the same for both. It starts like that, and basically these two move up. If you see it like that. Okay, now if I go around just the chords, or I'll do a slow, perhaps do a slow solo. I've started, this is very beginning now, F, D minor. Then we went to the E, to A flat, and now we're on those chords. Now if I do that again and carry on, so if I do, as in we're going to do the turnaround but carry on round again to the ending. Turn around, beginning again. And I'll finally go back to that C to finish.